We're going to go to our next guest. Thank you, Coach Sean Ramsey, Bishop of the undefeated Bishop Kearney football team. Coach Ramsey, welcome to Real Deal Sports Show. How you doing this morning?
Good. Thank you for having me on.
Great. Why did you Rochester's best kept secret? You guys are 8-0. Why aren't people talking about the turnaround? Because you guys have went to the sunk to the bottom, and now regroup. And what has brought about the changes there at Bishop Kearney football program?
Well, we're kind of under the radar just because we're kind of playing in the independent league right now. Hopefully, next year we're getting back in the ring with the big dogs. The program here at Bishop Kearney, and we're merged with another school, RACS, Rochester Academy Charter. We just been kind of, they got beat up here for a couple of years. They didn't win for a couple seasons. Kind of got lost in the shuffle. Bishop Kearney is in the middle of a transformation of, updating all their athletics, all their coaches, all their teachers. And, it was, brought to me by the president that, we're going to change the way Bishop Kearney does things. And a big part of that is going to be athletics. So they wanted to bring in, new coaches and start fresh. So when our staff got here, we kind of, changed a lot of things. It was kind of the Wild West here. And, we were able to have some success, just using time-tested methods of coaching, discipline, just being, high, coaches just coaching to the gills, just going hard. And the kids have really just bought into it. And they're seeing the fruits of their labor. In the off season, we were able to, bring in the YMCA. They brought in some top level trainers. These kids were, doing some strength. We just got a new weight room that we were able to utilize, and it's just they're seeing it. They're seeing the success from the hard work all off season.
Absolutely. It's more than a notion. You just don't go out on the field and play or practice. It's a lot to it. And the weight room and getting the atmosphere, you're getting that atmosphere turned around over there at Bishop Kearney. Who are some of your key players for playing for you this season?
Well, we always try to say that, we're a team. Obviously we have some individuals that are standing out, Austin Billings, he's the quarterback. He is a great leader, and just, he's what you envision in a quarterback. Just add everything, working hard. We have, Maddox Velopi. He's a wide receiver. He's, I believe, a Division I player. But he's been at Bishop Kearney for a long time, which he hasn't got any looks. We're trying to get him some looks, and then we brought in some guys from RACS. Chris Webb, he's a kid that when we started with him, first practice, him and I were going at each other's throats. And he has just turned into something. He has just turned into something so great. And for coaches, that's the best thing, is when you see a kid transform from someone that was not very coachable to someone that I believe could probably play college football somewhere. And then there's a whole underlying, cast of kids. We have 12 seniors that have been in the program for a long time, that have seen the dark days. And, I could go on and name all 12 of them, but everybody here is, we're a family and we're a team, and the kids know that. So it's been very, very good.
Absolutely. I tell you what, Chris, I met Chris the other night at Top Supermarket, and man, I was talking to someone else, and he heard me talking about Real Deal Sports Show, and man, he was very polite, very manageable, and man, he talked so highly of your program. And so I said, wait a minute, I got to have you guys on, man. I said, wait a minute, this is going on at Bishop Kearney? I said, man.
Yeah,
I said, wait a minute, that's what initiated it. He believes in what you guys doing over there.
Yeah, no, not a lot of people know what's going on. And it's kind of nice right now. The kids, like, for instance, this week, we had a team, Finney forfeited against us. And, they set up an I-90 bowl, and they kind of opted out of it. And the kids, I was like, well, what do you guys want to do? And everyone was like, we want a challenge. We want a challenge. And I was like, all right, well, I'll get you a challenge. And we brought in Mid-Lakes this week. And that, to me, that's just a testament of the character that we built around here, is these kids are looking for a challenge. They're not looking to just roll people. They want to play upper level competition, and they want to get after it. And as a coach and as a staff, that makes you so proud.
That's excellent work that you're doing. I got two questions, really. The one to follow up about that, man. I've been seeing so many cancellations lately. I know it's been happening, but talk to me about that. What does that do for a psyche? I mean, Monroe, we had a team cancel. Then you see what happened to Virtus in their championship game and had teams cancel. They got to stop that, in my opinion. They got to let the kids play. They've worked so hard on the full season. So talk to me about your views on teams canceling. And my second question after you answer that is, what does the off season look like for your program? You know, leaning on this good success, how are you going to carry that momentum over?
Yeah. To answer your first question, Section 5 is going to be going back to league play next year, which is going to eliminate a lot of that. As far as canceling, for me, this is our senior day today. When a team cancels any last minute because they don't want to play, I mean, that hurts, and thank God Mid-Lake stepped up to the challenge. It isn't fair for the kids, and I know Mo had some people cancel on him, and there, we're two programs, that we're trying to build, right? And, it's been very clear to me that what the expectation here is at Bishop Kearney is they want to play AA football at some point and be in the ring with the big dogs. So when you're trying to build and people cancel on you, it's not a good thing. But luckily, there's some other teams in Section 5 that are in good faith and they'll play you and not try to get out of things. Now, as far as the off season goes, that's a great question. I'm glad you asked that. We're going to be a little different here at Bishop Kearney. We're gonna run a lot of lineman camps. In the off season, we're going to team up with the YMCA. We want to turn this into offensive line U. And when you're a coach, that's the hardest guy to get is your offensive lineman, those big guys. And really, they're like our O line is they bought into it and they're playing good. And we just want to continue to work on that. Now, obviously, you need the skill kids as well. But wherever those big hogs go, those skill guys will follow. And that's what we're going to do in the off seasons. We're really going to market to the big linemen and and really and I tell this to people all the time. Bishop Kearney is, there's 80 kids in a graduating class, and 10% of those kids go to Ivy League. So it's not just about football. If you want your kid to get a really good education, and play, and as a side piece get, some good football and some good athletics and a good culture and a good family, like we're your guy, we'll be there for you. So that's kind of what we're going to do is we're going to try to get to those offensive linemen, guys that want to do good in school, guys that want to be good people and just build. And we're going to continue to go with this thing.
Absolutely, Coach. Thank you so much for taking time out of your busy schedule. I know you got a game coming up. But Fanatic, did you have a question?
Yeah, just real quick, Coach. Talk to for folks who haven't seen you and your team play. I know you guys, as of the 30th, are ranked 19th in all of Section 5, 15th in the overall Rochester area. Talk to us. What is it if they're coming up to the game tonight or this afternoon at noon at Mid-Lakes? If folks haven't seen you play, just talk to us about what will fans who want to come out and just see a good high school game, you versus Mid-Lakes on Senior Day, what kind of product will they see out there as you become university offensive lineman? I like how you did that, Coach.
Yeah. Well, I mean, with the offensive line stuff and what we have built here is, where you're gonna see grit. I mean, my kids, they don't want to practice outside the last 2 days, but we're out there and they're all freezing and they're all wet. And I tell them, I used to steal a lot of stuff from, Marv Levy, if it's too cold for them, it's just right for us. And these kids, like I get them dirty every day. Like they know that, that we're going to be a gritty team. So, listen, we are not Oregon out there. Right. And that's, and we're not going to be Oregon. I mean, you guys are looking at me in the camera. Do I look like an Oregon guy? No, we're going to be like that Army Navy, like smash mouth football. Like, we're going to, we tell the kids all the time, everybody's got a plan until you get punched in the face. Well, we're going to do our swinging. So, and we're going to see who's at the end at 4 quarters. So if you want tough guys is what we like.
I like that. I was gonna say it sounds like a physical brand of football. This came back from Lincoln, Nebraska. So I'm like, you can fit right in there. Little Nebraska, little Iowa, smash mouth football. Get ready to buckle up the chin strap. The entire game. I like it, Coach. Best of luck as you continue to move forward.
Thank you very much.
Yes, Coach Sean Ramsey. Thank you, Bishop Kearney High School. Thank you so much for coming on Real Deal Sports Show, and we definitely, I'm sure, going to have you back again down the road.
Absolutely. You know where to find me.
Absolutely. Good luck with the game today.
All right. Thanks, guys.
Take care. Yes, indeed. That was Coach Sean Ramsey from Bishop Kearney High School.